Number 6. As robot technology continues to advance, the need for a code of ethics related to artificial intelligence, AI, has become evident. This can be illustrated by the tunnel problem. Imagine you are driving through a narrow tunnel. Suddenly, a person appears in the road directly in front of you. There are only two options: hit the person or steer into the tunnel wall and sacrifice yourself. This is a huge decision to make. But if you are in a self-driving car, the decision has already been made for you by a team of programmers you've never met. As useful as AI technology can be, we cannot continue to develop it without somehow incorporating the beliefs of the individuals who use it. Eventually, we will have the ability to program our vehicles and other smart devices with our personal values. If we fail to do so, we will be leaving some of our most important life decisions in the hands of an algorithm. Number 7. It has often been said that bronze changed the world, greatly improving our quality of life and allowing civilization to advance in leaps and bounds. Unfortunately, it also brought with it a number of serious problems. For one thing, it created a large gap between the nations that had the ability to create objects with bronze and those that did not. As the balance of wealth and power began to shift across the civilized world, numerous wars inevitably broke out. Another serious issue was the ecological impact of the sudden, insatiable demand for bronze objects. As large hot fires were needed to create the metal, vast forested areas were cleared in order to provide wood for fuel.
Number 8. A man who ran a consulting business was once approached by a company that made soft drinks. The client wanted to figure out just how much sugar should go into a drink to make it perfect. The beverage corporation said that the right amount should fall somewhere between 8 and 12%. So, the man tested drinks in that range on thousands of people and put their responses in a graph, hoping to find the perfect amount. What he found surprised him. Rather than forming the expected bell curve, the data appeared to be random. This bothered him for a long time until he realized that, instead of trying to make just one perfect drink, the company should have been making a variety of perfect drinks. This idea turned out to be just the solution for a pasta sauce manufacturer, too. The man brought success to the company by persuading them to make a whole line of pasta sauces. This destroyed the myth that there exists one taste that pleases everyone.
Number 9. A brain drain occurs when a large number of skilled workers migrate from one country to another. This obviously has a positive effect on the country receiving the workers and a negative effect on the one that loses them. In the past, simply having a large population was considered a strength, as there was a greater need for an unskilled workforce. These days, though, workers without specific skills are not an asset. Thus, educational policies are adjusted to create more skilled workers. By assembling a large pool of in-demand professionals like engineers, programmers, and doctors, modern nations can improve their position in the global community. As a result, the pace of development quickens and even greater human resources are created. However, this benefit does not last long if these skilled people are unable to find satisfactory job opportunities in their homeland. Then they are likely to migrate to a place where they can. In fact, developed countries often make a concentrated effort to attract skilled, low-cost workers from developing nations.
Number 10. Both the drawings of children and the artistic production of contemporary primitive peoples tend to be based on thought, not on the senses. In other words, they show not what the child or the primitive artist actually sees, but rather a theoretical and synthetic picture of an object. They combine the views from the front with those from the side or from above, including every worthwhile angle and perspective on the subject. They increase the scale of the details and features they consider to be important, while neglecting those they consider irrelevant. On the other hand, the naturalistic drawings of the Old Stone Age give visual impressions that are so direct and free from all intellectual prejudices. Therefore, It is not until the advent of modern Impressionism in the 19th century that we find any parallels.